This is a Black Man with Hands production plan. Black Man with Hand production plan in my home studio where it all started. Trying to get it right. Michelle Obama talked last night. Trying to get it right on Talking Shit Time. Welcome to another edition of Talking Shit. Man, Michelle Obama, man. Michelle Obama. These Republicans in trouble, baby. Michelle Obama spoke last night at the Democratic National Convention 2012, and she hit it out of the park. I mean, she knocked it over the fence, and I'm getting ready to start, Michelle Obama, Michelle Obama lives with the President of the United States of America, and she put a human, family, mother, loving, caring, honest, obedient aspect to what this man has been trying to do for us. She didn't hide nothing, She talked about coming from nowhere and taking other people somewhere. She nailed it. Michelle Obama was the main speaker. As far as I'm concerned, there was a keynote speaker, one of the Castro twins from Texas. He talked about his mother and the loving aspect of the way these people talked about women yesterday all day long made this public, the Republic can be strong, but it don't always come from the Republicans. Because the Republicans, they're the Republicans. They can't compromise. They can't see people being in love with whoever they need to be in love with. They can't understand rape and the difference between what a pregnancy is and what a fantasy was. That Aiken guy talking about women can shut their body down and not get pregnant while they rape. I mean, they can't. They're the Republicans. They can't compromise. They can't change and move forward. They can't negotiate. They can't understand the kind of stuff that Michelle was conversing and discussing last night. And I'm just really proud to be a Democrat. I'm proud to be a part of this country. I'm proud to be able to do these podcasts. I'm proud to be able to have freedom of speech. I'm proud to be able to go to the doctor. I'm proud to be able to shed a tear about what we really do around here and what America is, and saving the auto industry and looking out toward disabled people. Michelle talked about her father. She talked about her father going to work with that disability and made an ability for her to really be real. And she saw how she respected what Barack Obama was saying about his grandmother. And she said she loved him now more than the 23 years ago when she met him. And she talked about this country. And she talked about the men and women in the armed forces that Mitt Romney and his wife didn't seem to want to talk about last week at their convention. And she talked about not being bipartisan. And she talked about that Barack don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. If you're trying to help this country, he's on board with that attitude. She talked about how he has sort of a calm spirit and that he really wants to connect these policies that he writes about with his personal experience and what he thinks America wants and needs for the benefit of the nation. She talked about going through one door of opportunity and not slamming the door behind somebody because you got enough money. She talked about, Michelle Obama, man. Michelle Obama. She talked about being the mama in chief. She talked about, just how we need to support this man because she's not in fear anymore. For the safety of her children and the future of this nation, because she knows somebody. And all it did, every time I get feeling like this, it shoots me back that night, man. Mitt Romney said something, and I talked about it the other day when he talked about the night that Barack won, one of the women, who has a baby that's going to be cut off from medical assistance if they, take back Obamacare and slash it and mess it up if Romney and Ryan win. Miss Lynn talked about her baby and how the happiest moment of her life was not only, getting that letter, but knowing that her daughter would be better. And we heard from Lily Ledbetter, and we are better off, They don't realize how better off we are because they don't realize how screwed up we were. See? They don't realize how better off we are because they're not being honest about how screwed up we were. They don't realize how better off we are because they don't understand how screwed up we were. It doesn't affect them. It doesn't touch them. He's got too much money hid all over the place to really have to deal with the kind of crap they threw in our face when they made those decisions, when they fought the liberals, and they wanted all this stuff to happen with Wall Street. And now all these banks are I don't know why ain't nobody really dealing with this, but all these banks in the news, all these investment firms are being exposed. And it's being revealed, okay, that they were on the take and they were stealing, and I don't want a president that could wind up like Bernie Madoff. Show us those tax papers. What's wrong with you? You show us those tax papers. You show us those tax papers. You could be another Bernie Madoff. You were in that environment. You were involved in what he was doing technically. And if you weren't, prove me wrong and show us those tax papers. Who the hell do you think you are? I mean, even the President of the United States revealed 7 years of his taxes. And you're going to come on the job and let the people know what you think the qualifications should be? How dare you? You don't deserve to be in that White House, Mitt. Come on. If you can't come from a banking, investing environment and see what kind of zoo was going on with your job, with your field of employment, the field that you worked in, and you can't understand why we need to see those tax papers, you are already out of touch. And you don't need to turn one doorknob in that White House if you can't be real about that, Mitt. Come on. We need to see your tax papers. We need to know that you're not Bernie Madoff. And that's all I want to say. Thank you. I hope Michelle is going to travel around until November the 6th and get things going for this campaign. I'm really in the mood for the day 2 of the Democratic Convention. I hope you join us tomorrow. I'll have another wrap it up. We're going to talk about Bubba. Bill Clinton, Bubba, is going to be there. Come on now and help me talk more shit.